Fresno with a rebound.
Yeah, they destroyed this team on the glass in the last meeting.
Pass to Money. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Easy Breezy. Here's Mr. Perfect, and the layup is good off the glass. Mr. Perfect's got 5 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And he jams it home with authority.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 5 points in the game. Parker outside. 6 to shoot. Jones grabs the board. And it's Jones with the ball for Fresno. From deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Gone. 6 of 11 so far. Pass to Parker. Here's Easy Breezy. That shot's good by Parker.
Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
Fresno passed it around. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Fresno.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
And the free throw, no good. Gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Here's Easy Breezy. No points so far. Fresno with a rebound.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
40 seconds left in the opening quarter. And that one hits the back iron. Fresno leading by 3. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. The 3 is up. Doesn't go for him. The Wizard. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Fresno ahead. They're up by 5. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for Fresno guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And it's the Wizard into the power forward position. Fresh. No good on the shot. Shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. And for Fresno, pass to Delgado. Here's Rose. Here's Delgado from the arc. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. He gets it in there. And Fresno leads by 7.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
It's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Fresno. On Monday, then on Wednesday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Jones, he's checked in for Fresno. Rose outside. Pass to Juzang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. He can't hit that time. Fresno leading by 7. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
And there's the screen. Shoots from the line. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Rose outside. Goes up at the stripe. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And now a look at the teams who excelled at rebounding over the last month.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Fresno leading by 7. Here's Wheeler. He had 9 points in his last time out. Pass to Jones. 3-pointer. Drills it from deep. Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Rose. And there's the drive. And he throws it down with one hand.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Jones. He's got 5. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Wheeler. From 15 feet away. Rose grabs the board. Got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Parker left side. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor. Fresno leading by 6. Inside. Here's Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. getting ready for Fresno. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 5. Here's Parker. Cashes in the 12-footer. Parker's got his second basket of the night.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
3-pointer. That shot is off. He's gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Down low. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket. Now just a 4-point Fresno lead.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page. That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
And so here's Fresno. They've led by as much as 10. It's stolen.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it. Run it.
Pass to Parker. To the paint. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket. Mr. Perfect's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're really working the paint now.
And for Fresno, they're shooting just 38% in this quarter. And the dunk by Jones.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Fresno making their last shot. 6 on the shot clock. Parker outside. They get it back. No luck on that one. Fresno leading by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with a touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, "When someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri." Back over to you, Brian.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And some of the best NBA defenders of late. The steals leaders among shooting guards the last month.
At the line for 2, number 47.
The first one falls. He does not get the second one. Fresno leading by 5. This one for 3. The shot, no good. Here's Little General, still without a bucket. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Fires from deep. Fresno with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
46 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Parker defending. To the wing on the left. 3-pointer, no good. Gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Pass to Easy Breezy. Here's Little General. To the inside. Kicks it out to Parker. Top of the key jumper, no good.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And so it's Fresno closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game. A lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
He's been doing big things down in the paint, using his size and power to just flatten out the competition, outworking anyone who tries to challenge him. This is what I like to see.
There's really not much more you can ask for from your big man.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for Fresno.
The reserves are playing like starters. A lot of teams are emphasizing depth these days.
So much talent in this league, to the point where the spillover G League has some ballers. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Well, when you think about how the game has evolved in recent years, RJ, the role of the big man might have changed the most.
Who knew threes and assists would become a key stat for 7-footers? But I will say, size helps. You cannot teach tall.
And it's Rose in at the point. They're the group for Mitch Johnson, starting the second half. Can't hit from the elbow. Shooting about 43% on this one. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's Jones. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Fresno shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
No good on that one. Good on the second one. Here's Rose. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Now Rose. And he goes in for the dunk.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And that one's good. Wheeler. And Fresno leads by 8.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. Back to Rose. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Wheeler, guarded by Rose. Outside Jones, fires the 3, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. The putback is no good. Fresno leading by 9. And it's stolen by Rose. Inside is Mr. Perfect. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Pass to the Wizard. Now here's Jones. Four on the clock. Here's Wheeler. Another 3 for Fresno.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Rose, the pass to Mr. Perfect. To the middle. Oh, he trains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Outside Jones. 3rd quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. To the paint. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 6.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Making a switch here. Over the last month, these are the highest scoring teams in the NBA.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now here's Rose. 12 points for him.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Misses in close. Got 5 of 7 attempts in the 3rd quarter. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Here's Wheeler, guarded by Rose. Puts it up from 12. Guarded by Rose. And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You've got to focus on the details.
Gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Pass to Juzang. Down low. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Ball stolen. Here's Little General. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Inside. Here's Easy Breezy. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Money. Over to the left wing. Fires in the triple. He has 7.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Here's the Wizard. .151 left in the third quarter of the game. Fresno leading by 7. And the Wizard pulls it down. Shooting a nice 50% for the game. Pass to Jose. To the inside. Tipped. In transition. Here they come. Here's Fresh. A quick shot there. It's off target. Here's Little General. Yet to see a basket. Here's Easy Breezy. They set the pick. From downtown. Fresno with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. 50 seconds left in the third. Can't hit from in close. For Fresno, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. To the paint. Here's Money. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Come on, BA. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. From outside the arc. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Fresno with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. So for Fresno right now, down low. Inside, here's Wheeler. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Fresno.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off the transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Rose with the bucket.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Pass to Wheeler. To the middle. Lays it up and banks it in. And Fresno leads by 11.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Parker outside. They set the screen. Back to Rose. And it's Wheeler with a rebound. Fresno leading by 11. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. High arcing shot, and he lays it in. Wheeler's gotten 4 this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Rose, the pass to Mr. Perfect. Shot clock at 6. 4-3. The shot misses. For Fresno, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Wheeler. Here's the Wizard. Lets it fly. And Parker pulls it down. He's gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Fresno passing it around. Outside Jones, 5 to shoot. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. Back to Rose. They set a pick. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Rose. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Timeout called. Mitch Johnson. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Mr. Perfect. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Fresno leading by 15. Pass to Jones. Takes the 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their spot.
There's the screen. Here's Delgado, defended by Jones. And that one is stuffed right through.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Launches a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Pass to Delgado. Now here's Parker. The 3 is off. Fresno leading by 16. Now it's Jones. Four on the clock. And there's a pick from downtown. For 3. He drops it from range. Jones has got 12 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's Fresno now. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Wheeler. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Misses off the right iron. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Here's Delgado. Pass to Rose. Here's Mr. Perfect. Back to Rose. With the crossover. Out to the wing. Parker left side. Misses the step-back jumper. Parker defending. There's a screen. Here's Wheeler on the wing, Jones. Let's go with a three. Gets the three to fall.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so Fresno takes the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It wasn't enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. I'm Kevin. Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. So at this stage of the season, Tim, some teams I feel are already starting to look ahead to the playoffs. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think you're going to glimpse at what that looks like because your adrenaline is going to take you there. But I think the focus should be on the here and now, continuing to get better on a daily basis.
If you're not looking at what's in front of you, you're going to lose what's perhaps ahead of you.
Boy, that is so true.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. And so here's Memphis. Easily the screen. Pocket 6. Bangs home the trifecta.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Releases. Chandler with the rebound. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And a miss there on the triple. From downtown, and again it's Memphis with the three.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And the home team has possession. 6-point game. And Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
And now it's Chandler running. He can go all the way. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Well, if you have an opening, hit that gas pedal, and you will get an easy 2.
Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff. Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Floyd, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
To the wing right side. Beyond the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They set the screen. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
There's the 3. Rebounded by Flash. gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. I asked him when he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling. Embiid excels at baiting defenders, but we can't afford to give him free points at the line. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. From the arc. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Here's Floyd. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Memphis leading. The 3 ball. And again, Memphis no good.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Throws it up high.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. For Memphis, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Teams will make substitutions. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Graham. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Here's Flash inside, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Chambers, and they get it. And again, Memphis no good. Gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Down low, here's Flash, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. With this pause in the action, let's show you the NBA's highest scoring teams since the All-Star break.
And as we get to the stretch run of this season, it seems their offense has improved. I mean, they're really getting comfortable with one another, and their production has also increased.
There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. They set the pick to the paint. Banked in off the glass.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Pass to Tiny. Price outside. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating, and that game was not their friend.
Yeah, it happens, though. The bad shooting can become contagious, and it started spiraling and couldn't get out of it.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Pass to Tiny. Fires away from way outside. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Memphis shooting their first foul shot of the night.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Flash. Price with a screen on Chambers. Shot to stop the run, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Memphis leads by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Memphis.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So on the floor for Memphis. Memphis leading by 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. 9 points in the game so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And yes, it's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Out to the right wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Wednesday, then on Sunday. Cruz, he's checked in for Memphis. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Beasley. Memphis moving it around. To the left side wing. Pocket 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And Memphis leads by 6.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Here's Floyd. Here's Flash, covered by Beasley. Flash passes to Chandler. Offline with his 3. Memphis leading by 6. To the middle. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been awesome.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Guys, back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Down low, here's Chambers. Got a piece of it. Here's Floyd. He's got 7. That ball's nice feed that time from Chandler. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's